Hello people, welcome back to Follow That. So, high society leak. Yes, you can do it in a jet. So, I'm going to run through some of the strategies, not just including the jet. There are other ways to do it, but I think this is one of the harder missions. There are several ways to do it, but it can get quite tricky, particularly when you're at the mansion and then you have the full Merryweather helicopters and jeeps all throwing you. So let's start on ground. So whilst you can actually call the mechanic, unfortunately, despite rumours to the contrary, at the very least on PC, it doesn't work. So now I've ordered the Duke of Death, which would be absolutely perfect for going around the party with armour in an armoured vehicle, but it doesn't work. It doesn't actually deliver, which is a bit of a shame. I think Rockstar might have patched that little one. Anyway, so to kick in terms of the next stage, so you can actually get in a car and just sneak your way past those guards, and to start the part where, there you go, you've got to be able to see that DJ there. To start the part where you get onto the damage, you need to reach that area, so you can't just skirt around the edge. You have to go into this central area to start with, but at least you can start on a car and start blowing stuff up. So otherwise, so here we're just behind where the DJ was. This is another good area on foot to try. So you can crouch down here behind the walls and just chuck a few grenades over or use the rocket launcher. But it's a good way to build up that intimidation bar whilst getting good cover, because as you probably know, all of those guards just keep respawning. And it depends where you are stood. So if you're right on the perimeter, quite often very few guards come. If you're in the middle, you get too many. And this is quite a nice little balance. And you can move over to here and just keep taking them out. Now then, something you may or may not know, you can of course get outside the grounds. You can climb over the fence and you can then jump up on the wall and start taking out some of the guards from there. So it takes longer because the intimidation is less from there. So likewise you can do that and start blowing some of them up with the rocket launcher. Another way. Okay, and like I say, you can get out through these little gates as well. Lots of ways to get out. Another good place is to go around the back of the house. And here, like I said, less guards will spawn and you're pretty well protected. And you can also take cover from that helicopter that comes along. But equally, you will need to take that helicopter out because that can do you some serious damage. Okay, so likewise, for that helicopter, when it comes around, you can get yourself into a good spot where you're not being attacked by the guys on the ground. So here you're pretty safe from most things, apart from that heli. And the minigun, look at that! The minigun will do the damage. There we go, got rid of it in 2 seconds. But that was pretty close to taking me out. Now, like I say, if you go into the centre, it's a bit stupid, really, because all of a sudden guards start coming out from all angles. So even though they had some circles there, all of a sudden now you start getting them here coming up from behind as well. Take them out. I'm very nearly at the full intimidation bar, so it's not really recommended to go into that spot. Okay, so here we are. Let's get that final piece. So somewhere like here where you've got a bit of distance, likewise if you've got a bit of cover as well. There you go, that did the final part. Must have taken one of the guards out. Alright, so now we can start getting into the fun stuff. Jet. I haven't seen anyone do this yet. So, except you can take out that helicopter from the car if you want. Or you can decide. There we go, so we've only just started on the intimidation. This is my second attempt at it. Okay. You can get yourself a fast car. It's normally one at this little garage, which is on the way to Fort Zancudo. Drive there, and as you probably know, this is the way to get into Fort Zancudo because the gates are closed during missions, but you can still jump over the fence and the jets will spawn. So if you're finding it too difficult just going around trying to take out all those guards, you can do it from the safety and beauty of the skies using one of the Fort Zancudo jets. And of course during the mission you don't get any wanted stars, so it's great. You can just come in, take what you want, That's that helicopter, isn't it? That helicopter's always there whenever you come in. Okay. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? It's up there. There it is. Can we take it out? There we go. Oh, yes. There we go. What? How strong is that thing? Well, it's still going. Anyway. So, you get automatic targeting when you just do flyovers of the party. So, you can just keep going round and round. Alright, it takes a long time, yeah, let's face it. But if you're getting sick of it and equally you want to do it in another way, there we go. So, that probably took me about 8 to 10 flybys. Right, so, now we've done that stage. And unfortunately, look, it spawned me back in. And then because it's not expecting me to be in a jet, it just stopped. But anyway, it did mean that when I spawned back in, I still had these cars that I could take, which is obviously a good head start. It's not essential you have one of these cars. If not, you've just got to run out of there. Now then, so the jet their helicopter always goes the same route, and it goes along this main road, and that gives you a massive advantage. So you do have that Merryweather Jeep hunting you down, but as you're allowed to have your own weapons in this, unlike Los Santos tuners, you just get a minigun. There we go, we'll just take out that Jeep, bang bang bang. And here I've got lots of time to take out this guy, so I think it needs to be a little bit closer. So it's not like the normal heli where you can just take out the pilot with one accurate shot. Okay, there we go. So we'll take that out. I think we're pretty close once we get a few good shots in on these guys. So you can just keep going up the road and then keep firing at him. And there we go. Final piece. Gone. Right. So this triggers, there's a couple of different options here. So if you get him early enough, then you'll trigger that cutscene and he disappears on the beach. And there he is. There's the old millionaire down there. Take him out, bang. He's the only one that survived. There's not even any people in there. But anyway, and now you on to the absolute bedlam of Merryweather attacking you. And I've got another good little tip for you here. So, minigun will keep them at bay. And that's great. So, aim for the pilot always. Then we have the guys in the Jeeps. And these guys will keep on spawning over and over and over again. And it gets pretty tiresome. But as ever, we've got another route. So here, as you know, we have spawned in next to Fort Zancudo, so we're going to use that to our advantage. So we've just got to get up onto that main road. Here's the tunnel, and if you can get inside that tunnel, then brilliant, quid's in, as we say in England. You are golden. Okay, another helicopter. Like I said, they will just keep spawning and spawning and spawning. But if you're inside that tunnel, the heli can't get you, and you can use this spot. There's going to be another Jeep. There's another Jeep coming up. Where is he? Is that one? I think it's that one. There we go. Feel the force of my minigun. Okay. Right, so if you get in tunnel, we're just looking for a fast enough car to do that Fort Zancudo jump. And the Jeeps will come in here, but the heli can't get you, so you're good. There we go. That looks just about fast enough. So classic. There we go. Up and over the fence. And we are good. There we go. So what is firing us? Is that jet? Oh, there we go. It's the heli this time. There we go. Perfect. And bizarrely, even though the gates to Fort Zancudo are closed, and it's an army base, bizarrely, look at that. Merryweather Jeep spawns in there. But anyway, so we just jump in our jet. And that Merryweather Jeep's going to come round. The heli can't get us because we're inside the hangar. There we go. Brilliant. And then we are away. And the beautiful thing about the jet is, yes, you can turn around. So I'll just gingerly get out here, try not to set the jet on fire. Yes, you can turn around and start fighting those helis. You're much quicker, much more powerful. Or you can just floor it. Do you floor it in a jet? I don't know. Anyway, you're much faster than those helis. So just go to the agency, bail out or land, whatever, and then you're good. You're done. So you can use jets twice in this strategy to complete it. And there we go, just into the yellow marker. And because we're in the mission, there's no one else yeah, there we go, there's no one else disturbing me in the session. Quite often there's a lot of activity from other players here, so it would be quite annoying to get taken out on this final bit. But anyway, we're fine at this point. So that's done. So, one more thing to cover. There we go. Mission passed is the yacht. So if you don't take out the heli in time, we get into the area where it's the Fort Zancudo. Yeah, it's the Fort Zancudo heli. There we go. I've nearly been killed. So this was the very first time that I tried it until I'd learned some other ways. So you have these. There we go. These jet skis that you can use. And the idea is it wants you to go to the yacht. But we don't bother with yachts. We don't bother with jet skis, do we? We go to Fort Zancudo. Look at that. Brilliant. There are so many ways to mess it up. Anyway, I've respawned back here on my last life. So, as always, Fort Zancudo will provide. So, you don't have to go to the jet on the jet ski like Rockstar wants you to. You can get a jet instead of a jet ski. And then you just do flybys and take out almost all of the guards. There's a few that you can't get. And you can also take out the billionaire as well, who's in the pool down there. No, that was a guard. So again, 5 or 6 flybys. I think he's down there. There we go. Collect the phone. So we are good. So just got to land it, bail out, whatever. Land in the sea. Hopefully not get wasted this time. There we go. That was a little bit risky. Okay, on the boat, like I said, there's 1 or 2 left up there, but it's only 1 or 2. So I think there's a guy. This is the guy here. So feel the wrath of the minigun. There we go. That's him taken out. And not sure the billionaire shows. So normally he would show when you go on foot to do it, but I think he's taken such heavy fire. Was he down here somewhere? Oh, I can't see him. Anyway, so there are a number of boats that you can take. This is a good one to take. It's pretty quick, and I think this comes with diving uniform as well, so you could go underwater if you wanted to. But smashing that armor, and then of course this was the first time that I did it. So then I didn't have the idea of going to Fort Zancudo. Well, going to Fort Zancudo to finish off the mission, so I just assumed that I'd just take out a few helis and that would be it, but I didn't realise the hell that awaits in terms of the numbers of these just infinitely spawning jeeps. So I think the other strategy you can do is, as usual, when escaping the cops, if you go off-road, then those jeeps don't follow you. So you have to stop every now and then for the helis, but if you're going off-road, it takes out those annoying jeeps, so you don't have to worry about them. So there you go. So you see, I switched cars in this one, and then that was another way to finish it. So I really hope that helps you out. I really enjoyed this mission. Just made me have to think about other ways of doing it. Of course, you could just do it on foot and with good shooting skills, but lots of people don't have those good shooting skills, including me. So there's always another way to do it. As always with GTA, there's always another way. I hope that was useful. Take care.